This is the Padua Podcast Network.
By the way, I noticed that 3 of the top 10 names start with M, and my name is Michael. So, there's an advantage there. Running a Fever, episode 166. Living to 100, Marie-Louise Meilleur. Welcome to Running a Fever. My name is Michael Davis. This is a show about fitness, health, and fitness, diet, and medicine. And if you love your life, like those people that were screaming over the intro music, then you're in the right place, because that's all that we're about here. And I not only want to add years to my life, but I want to add life to my years and live a long, healthy, happy, active life right up to the very end. Diet report. So I came out here a little bit early today, and so pretty much shortly before I came out, I had lunch, which was tamales, 3 tamales. The information I have says that they're 150 calories each. These are fairly small tamales, I don't know. But they're chicken. It's kind of a heavy meal, but I don't feel that bad, really. I am starting to feel some fatigue, though. And I made sure to have my 20 ounces of water on the way here. I've got a nice cold, I put my water in the freezer, so got a nice cold. It probably won't be that cold when I get to it, but bottle of water in my vehicle. And I'm looking forward to that. But it's a beautiful day here. And certainly seen times when the sun was more harsh than it is today. And I've got plenty of shade, so I still getting a lot of sun, and I'm not overheating, so that's good. And I'm just working plenty hard out here on the trail. It's good to be out, and I'm trying to get more activity in, burn more calories, and still trying to lose some extra pounds. And the whole point is to live a longer life and keep on loving it right up to the very end. And I would really like to live as long as Marie-Louise Meilleur. This is the 7th in our series, and she is number 5 on the list. By the way, I noticed that 3 of the top 10 names start with M, and my name is Michael. So, there's an advantage there. Of course, one of the advantages that Marie had that I don't have is that she was female, statistically, and all of these top 10 longest lived people are female. But she lived from August 29th, 1880 to April 16th, 1998, a total of 117 years and 230 days. Number 5 on the list of all-time longest lived people, and did once hold the title of oldest living person. She is the only one of the top centenarians from Canada. And in fact, she was when she was told that she was the oldest person in Canada, her response was, "Poor Canada." I mean, that indicates that she was really in favor of long life and really enjoying it up to the very end. That's what I take away from that. Now, I'm probably butchering the pronunciation of this, but she was born in Kamouraska, Quebec, and died in Corbeil, 250 miles north of Toronto. Her father was a fisherman and a hotel manager. She was educated at a convent. And she got married when she was 20. Her first husband was a fisherman who died after 11 years of marriage. She had 4 children with him, and she remarried, and her second husband was a lumberjack and forest ranger, and she had 6 children with him, so 10 children altogether. In fact, only 4 of those children outlived her. She outlived 6 of her 10 children. And Her children also were very prolific in the parenting area, and thus she has 85 grandchildren, 80 great-grandchildren, 57 great-great-grandchildren, and 4 great-great-great-grandchildren. Now, I had to get out the calculator. I'll be honest with you. I didn't really want to do all this in my head, but that means that when she died, she had 238 descendants. There you go. That's a pretty big family. But one of the things probably kept her busy, kept her active, and she had the support of her family. Now, Marie was a smoker. However, she did quit smoking. Now, I've got a couple of different answers, some conflicting information in the various sources that I used for this episode, which you can, of course, get in the show notes in the blog post at runningafever.com/166. So you can check those out for yourself. But one source said that she quit smoking at the age of 90. Another one said in her 90s. Another one said 102. So that's a pretty big difference. But she did live to be 117 and pretty close to 118. So, you know, I think it's safe to say that quitting smoking probably extended her life. So she once made headlines when she tried to find a wife for her 81-year-old son. So things we're looking at in this whole list that we're going through. All right, we want to see what the quality of life is, because I want to live as long as I can, but I also want to be active and healthy, up to the very end. It's hard to do, but I strongly feel, and some of the research has kind of pointed out that staying active is the key to living longer and maintaining your strength as you get older. You're less likely to get injured, to, fall and break something. It's better for your skin and your cardiovascular system. Exercise is good for your mental health as well, and staving off depression. So all of these things are important. So that's why I say that, once you wind up in a bed, you're on the way out. So I want to do whatever I can to stay active, and that's a big goal. So she did spend her final years in a nursing home, but interestingly, one of her sons was actually living in the same nursing home at the time that she died. So she did have that connection and was living in the same place as her son, even though it was a nursing home. Around 117, she was too weak to talk and could only hear if someone shouted into her ear. And she was reportedly almost blind as well from 1989. So there were some detriments, toward the end of her life, but I want to reiterate that she was a smoker until very late in her life. What if she had quit smoking earlier in life? What if she had never smoked at all? Would she have lived longer? Would she have been healthier toward the end of her life? These are the things that I take away from this. We know very little about her diet other than that she liked wine. So that alcohol component seems to be an important repeating sort of theme here. There are a lot of people who just don't drink at all. Either they don't like it or their culture didn't promote it. But a lot of these longer lived people seem to have a moderate use of alcohol. What's her secret to longevity? Well, I'm going to give you the actual quote. She said, hard work hard work never kills a person. So what do we learn from Marie-Louise Meilleur? Well, I've already kind of expressed my opinion on the smoking thing. Wouldn't put too much stock in it. And I want to, repeat that she quit smoking. She did not smoke all the way up until the end of her 117th year. She quit. And as I learned from the book Real Age, if you quit smoking, you can quickly add years to your life. You can recover from having smoked a lot of those years that you might take off. On average, I think you're going to be 8 years older or die 8 years younger if you smoke. But if you quit smoking, you can get back a full 7 of those years. Huge benefit to quitting smoking, no matter what age you are. So, again, that was pretty much my biggest takeaway from this, that quitting smoking is a very good idea, and that she also had some health problems, quite a few health problems at the end of her life. Still, she lived a long life and had over 200 descendants when she died. Pretty amazing stuff. So I hope you like this episode, and we'll continue our series on centenarians. And I think it's very interesting what I'm learning about these long-lived people, and they were very special people. So if you got the fever, keep it. If you don't have the fever yet, how could you have gotten through this episode without catching the fever? Go catch it. Check out runningfever.com, and I'll talk to you next time.